Cool. I like it. Right.
Yeah, it's been great, guys. Yeah, we're done now with testing for our 2022 TopGear SA Speed Week. Interesting cars this year. I think it's quite telling of the industry that we're in. Obviously, it's not what it was a couple of years ago, especially post-COVID. But I think we probably had one of the most relevant lineups, since we started Speed Week last year. It's been great. We had our official launch of Speed Week on Sunday at Silver Star Casino, which was unbelievable. It was great. It was great seeing all those people interacting with cars and just interacting with us. And we didn't even have to. It's amazing how cars just bring people together.
It's a social glue.
It is. It really is. And here we are in the sort of sunny Mpumalanga. Adrenaline is obviously now flowing out of our system. I think we've had a freaking great week just driving these fantastic cars. Guys, any favorite cars? I know there's so much to go through, right? And it's a widespread. I mean, we've got everything from the cheapest car there is probably the Hyundai i30N.
Yeah.
I think we all agree it's a freaking fantastic car.
Oh, absolutely.
That to me is the best car. Maybe not for Speed Week winner, but that kind of money and that kind of car, I like that car a lot, man. I really am.
It's such a playful car. It is. You can't not love it.
And for a front-wheel drive, it looks good.
It is. It does.
Goes well.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah. At Silver Star, that was the car drawing all the people.
Yeah, because of that exhaust there.
Yeah.
Pop, crackle.
And
Snap.
that's the cheapest car there. Come on.
Yeah, Hyundai is a winner there.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Papi, what's the highlight for you?
It definitely has to be, the surprise of the electric i4 being here. But I didn't think it'll make it all the way out here. But
we've proven skeptics, right?
We have
proven them wrong.
And look, we're on our way back with it, so look, it survived. But I think for me, one that I look forward to was that RS3, and it's really something that really outperformed, I think, in my books. Look for the RS3 itself for Audi. It's one that I've always kind of look, it sounds good, it looks good, but I've never really witnessed or driven myself to see exactly what it's about. So now being behind the seat and having it, it's proven itself.
It's been cool, eh?
Did it live up to your expectations?
I know it has. It has.
Right. Deon, any highlights for you?
Oh yes, absolutely. Look, I also love the Audi RS3. I think it was probably one of the most mechanically capable cars here, but also the WRX for the balance just sort of provided Speed Week. I mean, what an amazing car.
He likes WRX.
Extremely.
You cannot help but love it. It's brilliant.
Once again, it's representative of what is out there, right? It's not an STI. It's not out and out Subaru. It's got enough performance, practicality, and it happens to be a manual, 6-speed manual.
Well, what more can you ask?
Yeah.
And then if you want to transport something, you've got a boot.
Absolutely.
Golf clubs, anyone? Just chuck it in there.
Yeah. Ntsako, you look like you want to say something, man.
Yeah, I do.
Something.
I know. We know.
Yeah. M3. Okay, guys. All right, let's finish. Let's go home.
No. Well, it's actually a BMW. Having had the opportunity to, drive the i4 all the way from Johannesburg to Mpumalanga has been an experience.
Yeah.
I mean, from charging the car itself and to driving it through Sly Hook, it's been a wonderful experience. Yeah.
So that's your
and
left you with the mark.
Yeah, but that RS3 is the one.
Even better than an M3, that's high praise, man.
I've chosen a BMW anyway.
Quite surprised.
Right. You touched on Slyhook, right?
Yeah.
Have you driven Slyhook before?
But years back.
It was years back. In fact, you and I drove it.
Yeah, together.
Together with Avon.
And you,
with Avon.
We were
beautiful.
introduced to Slyhook Yeah,
in
together.
2017.
Yeah. In fact, we had breakfast that very morning here.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So it's like a 360. We going back where we started, really. Beautiful piece of road, right? Still is. Leads down to a nickel farm called Komati. I think Komati Mine or something like that. So, but a beautiful piece of road, 36 odd kilometers of just pristine, winding through the forest road, elevations. It's
Well, those who've never been here,
yeah.
never been to Sligo, was it a good choice?
Yes.
What do you guys
Mandla,
reckon?
Papi,
It was.
Mandla, what do you think?
No, it was. They were telling me about it on the way here, describing it. I'd never been. It's my first time, but it was lovely when the weather was
playing along, playing ball.
when the weather was playing along. But a crazy piece of road, and you really get to push. You get to experience every element of every car through the whole section, and
George, what do you think of Sligo?
Oh, I like it, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. I mean, yeah, there's very little room for error. So it adds a little bit of excitement to it. But no, it's fun. It's really fun. You learn to trust your cars more. You learn to... Yeah, I mean, it's not like a track. You know, a track, it's very uniform. You know, you don't have to worry about... Like, you know, if it's raining, you've got the runoffs and all of that. It's it adds that excitement to it, and it makes it a lot more...
It's a dynamic environment.
Exactly.
But I think also there's a reason why we chose Sligo, right? I mean, last year we had the Trek element, which was great. But I think this year, this is probably what people who drive performance cars will most likely do and drive their cars, right? And what better than a public road that's obviously was closed off for us, just to see what these cars can actually do. Because whether we like it or not, when the engineers build cars, yes, I mean, they test them on the track, but 90% of their life is on the public road. So I think it's been great that we chose a hill climb, as we called it. It was quite interesting. And I think we'll touch on some of those cars as well. But we chose Mandla. Mandla is our
Resident
racing driver.
Mandla, were we alright to hang out with? Like, were we fun or just
Yeah, please tell us, man. If you're a crappy host, you can tell people.
No, I'm messing around, but from the beginning it was a great week. Lots of laughs, good jokes, and
Yeah. It was interesting.
no, but a great group of guys.
Cool.
I'd do it again anytime.
Did we ask Mandla about his highlights of cars?
We haven't actually.
Yeah, we haven't.
We haven't. But there's a reason why, right? Because Mandla has driven all these cars up the pass, one after the other consecutively. There was an element of rain. In fact, he drove most of those cars in the pouring rain. And he drove like a champ, an absolute champ. Mandla, I know. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But for you, Mandla, I mean, hot hatches, we had sports coupes, we had performance sedans, performance SUVs. Anything that stood out for you, or did you come to Speed Week and think, I'm not sure about that car, and then it surprised you, and then you had a favorite coming here, and the opposite happened, or?
Look, I guess the old champion was the gr-yaris. Spent a lot of time in that. I thought that would stand a chance, but I'd say in the SUVs, biggest surprise was the Tiguan R. Big
surprise, eh?
Big surprise for.
What about it though? Like, what surprised you?
Just the way the route was mainly twisty. Yeah, they were short squirts uphill. I mean, the power was there, but just in the weight, how it handled all the turns, the chassis and the handling on that surprised me a lot. The Giulia, lots of power, lots of rear power, but chassis and handling also in the weight
surprised?
I was surprised about the rear wheel drives. I guess they surprised me a bit too.
Came to say hi.
They gave me a big hello, but they're all still here.
Yeah, thank you. Well done.
Favorite was the RS3, but I was telling Lerato the i30N I think is very, very underrated. But
You see?
There we go. Once again.
But to be honest,
again,
I think Audi's done a crazy job on that thing.
On the new RS3, Audi RS3.
They've
It actually got a front now.
No. I think we can all concede that the new Audi RS3 is brilliant. Right?
yeah, it's a daily.
It really is good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that was basically the underdog coming in.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I never thought it would.
Yeah. I'm quite interested, so if the Tiguan R is so good, Golf R, similar platform, similar motor, how was it?
Also very good. I didn't rate it that much from the previous one and the 8 GTI, but I think the both of them. I think Middleton has also done. I think they've done a solid job.
So Jordan rode shotgun with Mandla.
What a brave guy.
Yeah, I know.
You're a very brave man.
Yeah, he's brave, eh?
And so I guess same questions to you. What's what scared you?
Yeah. Of all of them. Obvious.
Phases as well.
Well, M3.
Hey.
It's the first time. was probably
What do you mean by that? What happened the first time?
No, we just went to go check the first couple corners out, and he loved it so much he wanted to do it twice. No, I'm just joking. No, we had a hairy moment at the start there, but as you said, the car's still in one piece. I think the biggest part of that wasn't the fact that you'd lost it, because I knew that it wasn't going to be bad, because we weren't going fast. It was more the, oh no! That's what,
You know what he said when he came back? He said, we lost it.
It was a collective effort,
I was like, wait, you were driving.
We pushed teamwork to
Well done.
I'd probably say the scariest for me, which probably comes as a big surprise to you guys, was the 240i.
Oh yeah.
It just, I don't know, it just felt like he was skating on us. It was all over the place. I mean, there was a couple of hairy moments in there. And I mean, RS3, obviously that thing just goes, but it struggled to put down the power. And there was a few corners which I thought we took a little wide, but then I realized that this guy just is going at it and he's unfazed. So then I was realizing, I just must shut up. But on a whole, I mean, it was awesome to see him pedal that thing. I mean, he worked those cars. Obviously it's wet. Everything had a slippery tail. Even the i30N was a little bit loose in the back, but it was awesome to see.
Yeah, that's why he's doing it.
Not
inside.
Just to give you an idea of how slippery the road was, some of the Oaks actually did what I call shoe skating. Down there where we stood underneath. Yeah, just like running and sliding.
Yeah.
That's how slippery it was. It was crazy.
It was very greasy. Very greasy.
Especially there was one chicane that I think was particularly
Interesting.
The
difficult.
first or the second one?
The second one, the tight one. Just exiting that thing battle.
Quite bumpy as well.
No, it's bumpy. It's just this greasy, man. It's really greasy.
You see, they're like having this iconic moment.
A lot more happening.
I know.
A couple of lives were lost. Okay, guys. So we've come to that time. We need to reveal who was fastest.
Yeah.
But we also need to reveal who your car of the week is. Okay. So tell us what's your favorite car of the week, and then tell us what car you think was the fastest.
Yeah.
And the time. You got to estimate a time. But obviously to do that, we need to know what the slowest time was. So George, tell us don't tell us the car, just tell us the slowest time.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, slowest time was 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
Sure. That's a long time.
I think we need to say that's over 7 kilometers or just about.
in the wet.
Yeah,
In the
around
wet.
there. In the wet. Very wet.
Context. Yeah, full widths, guys. This one was a full width.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, Papi, hit it.
All right. Favorite car is still the RS3, sorry. Sticking to that. And I think the one that was the quickest was the M3 at about 2 minutes 50 seconds.
250.
Yeah, 250.
Sure, that's a lifetime, but okay.
Okay, Mandla, you can't say anything.
Favorite car, M3. Fastest, I still say X4M competition. With the time of you said 250. 210.
210.
Yes.
What rocket ship is
7 kilometers.
Someone take the Isuzu.
210. Oh, okay, cool. Deon?
Yeah, so it may not be the most popular opinion, but I really like the Scooby. This that is my favorite car. Some of these oaks know it already. The car I do think went up the quickest. I mean, it's just an educated guess with the technology at its disposal. Audi RS3, I'd say in 2.5 minutes.
230. Okay.
Sure.
Freaking quick. Dicey. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but that thing is, it's serious 5 now.
Sure. Special.
Matebese, go.
Yeah. Sure. Difficult there. Each car just gives you a little bit of something, right? I'm a big fan of underdogs, obviously. The black sheep. I have a soft spot for the Hyundai i30N, just as a front-wheel drive car. I think, it just nailed the brief for it. You know what a hot hatch should be. I think,
And more, yeah.
it's just proper. It's a nice driver's car. I would have preferred the manual. I still say nothing wrong with the DCT, but I think a manual for me still makes that car. Golf R, it's a sleeper once again, an all-rounder. You know, it's an all-rounder.
You have to choose one.
I know. We're gonna get there, right? We're gonna get there. I really think the Golf R probably did better than a lot of people would think. I think our racing driver will tell us exactly. But I've got a good feeling that that's the car that kind of like just went, where did that come from? Because it's probably not the most powerful in that space, right? So I'd have to give it to the Golf R, just as like a surprise sort of package. I'll leave it at that. The sedans,
You need a time, bro.
are crazy.
Time.
What was our slowest time again?
3 minutes and 21 seconds.
3 minutes and 21. We didn't even talk about our fastest time, right? So
No.
we can't even really.
No, yeah, we got
that's fine. So I'd say 2 minutes dead.
2 minutes 30.
Yeah. Dead.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Yo, guys. Mandla, you're good, bro.
I love the faith. Keep it going.
All right, okay, I gotta go. So, my car of the week, I gotta say, is i30N. I like that car a lot. For the price, that to me is a lot of car. It's kind of like what gr-yaris was last year. It's a lot of car for that kind of money. Sure, fastest up the hill. I'm just gonna go there. I'm going Alpha. I just think that car is really, really good if you know what you're doing. And I believe Mandla knows what he's doing.
I think he just liked the song.
It is rear wheel drive. It's probably struggled, but I'm gonna go with Alpha. But I'm not as ambitious as you guys. I'm going 2 minutes 48.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You saw the times, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't see the time.
Oh,
No, I'm just saying. I just think. What you say? 321. You said 321 is the slowest.
Slowest.
No, I don't think there's a gap of that big.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? I have no idea. 248. You said 250.
Okay.
Can I say 252? No, I'm joking. All right, so that's what I think. Okay, George, let's see what's going on.
Alright, so I'm going to start off by saying that only one car broke the 2 minute barrier.
You see?
Only one.
Only one.
Only one.
Broke.
And that's obviously the fastest one.
That is the fastest one, and it broke it by. Wait a second. Yeah, broke it by 12 seconds.
Yes!
What?
No,
Yes!
no. Sorry. Beat second place by 12 seconds.
Get your math, bro.
Yeah, beat second place by 12 seconds.
Okay.
Sure. It's quite
So,
a
yeah.
huge gap, right?
Yeah. So first place, was hauling.
Okay, give us the order
Come.
from the slowest to
the bottom to the top.
So start off with 13th, and I'm pretty sure this comes as no surprise that at 3 minutes and 21 seconds, that was the Jag.
Wow. Okay.
To be expected, I suppose.
Oh, from the get-go, first two corners, we were just understeering everywhere the whole way up, and I think it's just a bit too heavy. We thought a bit better with the wheels that size and the modes and everything it has, but just too heavy and more noise than actual power.
In 12th is probably going to be the biggest surprise. At 3 minutes and 20 seconds was the M240i.
Okay.
Whoa, jeez.
Out of all of them, that was just literally like ice skating the whole way up.
11th, a second faster at 3:19 was the WRX.
Well done.
Yeah.
Tone.
10th, although I think we all wish that the electrics came a little faster at 3 minutes 17 seconds, was the i4.
Sure. Surprised
then-
by that. I won't lie.
Yeah, 9th at 3 minutes 13 seconds, or 3 minutes 14 actually, is the i30N.
Front.
8th was a little bit slippery up there, coming in at 310 with the GR Supra.
Rear wheel drive.
That's not bad though.
Actually, it's manual and
What is the time?
but
3
paid for.
minutes?
3 minutes 10.
Sure. That's quite impressive.
It is that.
And then 0.2 seconds faster than the Supra
Golf.
was, Tiguan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a surprise. What a surprise.
Yeah, I was expecting
glad you
Tiguan.
still haven't mentioned
So what number are we on? Tiguan? That's
Tiguan came 7th.
7th. Okay.
Yeah. And then 6th, which was another 0.3 seconds faster, was the gr-yaris.
Wow.
There you go. Last year's winner.
Last year's
Still
winner.
got it, eh?
Yeah. 5th,
And that's the least powerful car there. Eh?
Yeah.
5th, which was 4 seconds faster than the Yaris,
Cheapest.
was the Alpha.
That was 5th.
5th was the Alpha.
The time off?
4th, which was a second faster than the Alpha, which is probably the biggest shock. At 3 minutes and 5 seconds is the RS3.
What?
He still hasn't mentioned, man. I told you guys.
What was the time there?
3 minutes 5 seconds.
All right, and that's position 5. 4.
4.
So we're getting top 3 now.
We're getting top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Top
Top
3.
3.
2 BMWs are left. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, so what we've got
And then
left,
a Golf R.
what we've got left is XM,
X4M.
X4M, sorry.
Okay.
X4M.
We'll have XM in 2020.
Yeah. So we've got X4M, we've got M3, and we've got Golf R.
Jeepers. I know what happened. Yeah. Okay.
Called it.
So in third place, we've got BMW X4 M. Cool.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
0.6 faster than our fourth place Audi RS3.
Sure. Yay.
Sure, that's amazing.
Vomit yellow comet. That vomit yellow comet.
And what's the time?
What was
The time was 304. It's 3 minutes and 4 seconds.
And I said 3:10. 2:10.
Big difference. All right, and second place.
No, tell us first place. We don't
out of the game?
No, because we know. Okay, it comes down to M3 and Golf R. Out of all things, this is incredible.
Top 2.
And on combo.
Yeah.
Just for the record, those are
want first or
those are
second
all-wheel
place?
drives.
Obviously second place.
Give us
You want second
Yeah,
place?
second place.
You want second
Second
place?
place.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
the obvious is the obvious.
Yeah,
right?
no,
So it's 3 minutes. Sorry. Yeah, 3 minutes, 4 seconds is the Golf R.
I called it, my boy.
Well done. Well done.
I know you saw.
Yeah. No.
Which means the fastest time for Speed Week
But that's a
But the time
serious difference of
is
time.
2 minutes 52 seconds for the M3.
250.
Come on.
Wow.
Okay, but I got to ask now, Mandla. That's a significant time difference. So what is it? Because you had a practice run?
Yeah.
No. Like what is it?
We had our practice run,
Yeah.
and we saw it.
You found where the edge was?
Yeah, we found where the edge was. But once you hook it up to the X drive, it just pulls and sits exactly where you want. It does get playful a bit, but still the four-wheel drive really works. And I was surprised by the weight of that car. I also thought that the RS3 would have taken it, but I think with the torque rear splitter, it just became too playful. It was hard to actually. We were going sideways more than going forward, but we got one over the M3 and it was the quickest, I guess.
But that shows you the difference in between rear-wheel drive and X-drive. So you think that's actually the thing?
But that wasn't the biggest element that played there, though. It was the fact that you were so pissed off at that M3. I spun it out.
So he was caning.
No, he was caning. He flew. I've never seen, like, you could see just through his inputs. He was upset.
But I think if the Alpha did have a four-wheel drive, would have been close.
Yeah.
Because you could pitch it in, but just
Getting the power.
it was just getting the power down and the weight.
Yeah.
So I mean, the four-wheel drive here made a big difference.
Sure.
Once again, guys. The underdog.
Yeah, nice.
Let's not run away from the Golf R, guys.
Yeah, we have
Came
to
here,
talk about that.
It was
yeah.
like, it's just another Golf, right? Right?
No, it was really.
And if you look at what it beat, I mean, even its sister cousin, the Audi RS3, which we came here, it was a favorite. I mean, it's a brilliant car to drive, right? But unassuming, that Golf
And
R.
subtle, yeah.
Subtle,
Really quiet.
unassuming. How did you extract so much performance
I
out
had a
of it?
feeling there was something coming after. We started with the Tiguan.
Yeah.
And after coming out of that, I was like, this feels good. Compared to what I'd say with the RS3 and I guess the rest of the hatches, it didn't step around as much. You could pitch it in and it would drop the rear. But as soon as you put your foot down, it would just sit and go. There's dilly-dallying around, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite at all, but
There you go.
I mean, when he told me the time, I was like,
numbers don't lie.
I think your finger's a bit quick, but the numbers don't lie.
Wow. So
Excuse me.
we've all, George has now given us the times, what the cars did.
Yeah.
Some little surprises all around, I suppose. Some better than others. I mean, the times are one element.
Yeah.
Which car would you drive home now? That's the big thing, right? That's which one now, even after all of that, which one will you still take home and say, okay, I'll be content with this car if this is the only car I had to drive away with and live with on a daily?
I'll have to go for the underdog, man. That Golf 8R, I live with that. It makes sense for a daily. It's just practical. I understand there's no boot space, all of that jazz, but for me, that's fine. That works. For a daily, I would take that home and live with it, and love it, and cherish it. That's the one for me. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Mandla, your favorite out of all those cars?
Me and the M3 became friends at the end, but I still have to take the RS3.
Okay.
All-rounded daily, different color, but all-rounded daily.
Audi RS3 for you.
I'd be very, very happy.
Okay. Good choice. Ntsako, what would be your choice?
I-38. I'd drive that day.
Okay.
For me, it's a great all-rounder.
Okay. Ticks your boxes.
Yeah, all of them.
Deon, do you still stick with your initial choice?
I love that car, don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. But I don't want to sound
Subaru
repetitive. Yeah, but I'm going to look at this from an emotional point of view, which is a major part of a car purchase. Let's go with that Alpha. Give me the keys now.
Yeah,
Let's go.
no, sure. I'm with you. Yeah, it's a special car.
Yeah.
Really special car. Avon?
It's grown on me a lot, particularly after Jordan told me something.
Right.
That M3 is dope.
But you said you don't like the nose.
I don't like the nose, but jeez, man, it's a really capable car. Okay, so I gotta say, I would take the Alpha. That was my. I love that Alpha.
Yeah.
It's everything a performance car should be. It's lively. You gotta be awake, but it's also beautiful and emotional. It's a really beautiful car. But the M, man, it's just capable. It's a lot of competence there.
Yeah.
And maybe, I can change the nose. Maybe.
Rework the nose.
It's a good car. It's a really good car.
Okay, that's a good choice.
And I take this X-Drive,
Yeah. And it's 50 kilos heavier than the rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, which is about,
Yeah. But clearly, it's not.
Doesn't make
It doesn't hinder.
Yeah.
It doesn't hinder its
hinder the
performance.
performance.
Probably
Yeah.
rather
Big
even
difference, yeah.
enhances it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good choice. Jordan, your favorite?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, mine, like these two guys, is also the Alpha. I mean, hey, it's just a lot of fun, man. You consider it a stop street and you don't even have to push it and you're showing off.
Yeah.
I mean,
The performance car.
and the noise it makes, it's just,
Motive, yeah.
it's typically Italian, it does everything and it just does it extra.
Yeah.
Like, all of our cars came back down the hill in one piece, but the Giulia had to come down with smoking brakes. And we weren't even pushing it on the way down. It's like, why not?
It's an Italian car thing.
It's got a lot of character. It's just,
Charisma.
yeah, and you got to get used to it. It's
true.
Unlike a lot of the cars here, you can't just get into it and just go for it. Because it takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds good. It looks good. I don't like the black. I'll definitely take it in the red.
The red looks good. I reckon that's probably one of the best colors.
Yeah, but other than that, it's just an impressive car, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, like everyone here said, right? I still say, I came here looking at the underdog, and simply because of what the Golf GTI did at our first speed week at Pakisa. It was the car that we all came in. It was like, it's just a GTI, right?
Yeah.
Right? In this company, it will be overshadowed, right? Once again. But from the moment I took keys of that Golf 8R, there's just something about it that I couldn't put my finger on. And now, once again, I say, love the M3, by the way. Absolutely love the Giulia. But the Golf 8R. Subtle, understated,
Sleeper.
It's a sleeper, but it'll punch you in the face, like proper.
When you want it.
Yeah, it's like the Mayweather of hot hatches, right?
No, Mayweather's not understated.
But you know what I mean? 50, no losses, eh?
50 and all.
Yeah, but unassuming. Really just an unassuming car. Freaking great all-rounder.
And well priced, I think, in the company.
Well, we'll see when the price is finally revealed.
Oh, yeah, true.
But still, I mean, it outshadowed the RS3, which is probably like 300k more, at least, I would say. 400k more. Golf 8R, man. That's it.
All right, well, as you can tell, choosing a winner of Speed Week is not an easy or simple process, and we're going to continue this debate. But if you want to find out who the winner is, get the next issue of Top Gear South Africa. Well done, guys. That's Speed Week 2022. Woohoo! Good stuff. Let's do it. Now let's get in the cars and go home.
Hey, first a smoke break.